Good morning. It's a little later in the day than we normally try to get started, but we had a series of adventures on the way. It's all good. It's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining. We're out at the Elm Fork Nature Preserve in Carrollton, Texas. It is connected to McInish Park, and this is supposed to be one of the top birding sites in the area as far as birds. So I don't know if you can hear, but the woods around us are surrounding us, if I can talk this morning, are full of songbirds, cardinals. We've already seen quite a few cardinals and other birds flitting around. So we're going to start wandering off to the trails, see what kind of birds are out here singing for us, and hopefully have a beautiful morning. Well, we just started up the trail, and as you first come in, there's a little parking lot. I'll mark all of this, of course, on the maps. And you start on the trail, and there's a little turnout, and as you can see behind me, this is the Visitors and Interpretive Center, which I'm assuming has information in it when they're open. They're not open right now. Hopefully things will be opening up before too long when it's safe, and so we'll see how that goes. But it's a nice little center. The trails are in pretty good shape. We're just getting started, so we're going to see how the rest of it goes. But I wanted to point this out before we got too far into it. So off down the trails, and we'll start chasing some of these birds, and hopefully some of them will stop and light in trees long enough for us to get some photos. If not, we're enjoying listening to the singing all morning, because they are just singing their little hearts out. You can probably hear them in the background. Well, we've come about halfway around the main trail, and as you can tell by the sign over my shoulder, we're close to the pond, which if you can look through the trees behind me, there's the pond back there. We've seen songbirds galore. Haven't got a lot of photos because they don't stay still particularly well. Saw a Cooper's hawk who actually posed for some photos, and a cedar waxwing that stopped long enough to get some, and I think a little chickadee too, so we'll see how those are. We're going to head over to the pond and see what's around there. Maybe there'll be some waterfowl, wading birds, other stuff, and then we'll continue on the trail. So far, the trails are in pretty good shape. A little wet from all the rain that we've had, but not terribly bad because it is a nature preserve. There are no facilities. I don't know if there are any in the visitor center, but it's closed, so we couldn't find out. So, and there's the park next door. That's all around the McInish Park. Is mostly a sports complex, so the restrooms there are closed unless there are sports activities going on. So be prepared if you come out here. There are no facilities, no water fountains, no bathrooms, so plan for that accordingly. Bring water, use the bathroom before you come and all that. So here we go. We're going to wander back up and see what's hanging out at the pond. Maybe there'll be some nice birds for us. Well, we've come a little ways around, and we're back on the main trail. We got off on a side trail for a little bit. We had a round of thunderstorms come through last week, and so some of the trails are a bit muddy. One of the side trails we went was partially submerged, so we had a little bit of fun getting around it. Fortunately, we were able to wade through part of it and then get up on the side and through the woods a little bit. They tell you not to get off the trails, but you do what you got to do. But songbirds in abundance, cardinals, sparrows, blue jays, cedar waxwings, a whole barrage of birds. You can probably hear some of them around me. Beautiful trails, good for hiking. If you come out for a fitness walk, just to walk, it will be a beautiful walk to come out and walk around it. Very, very nice. Again, no amenities, so keep that in mind. But other than that, very, very nice park, and great for just listening to nature. Although in Carrollton we are not that far from the airport, and so there are aircraft flying overhead, so you will get that noise. You have to deal with that a little bit, as you can probably hear that one passing over now. But it's not terrible. It's not so bad that it detracts too badly like some of the places we've been. You can just hear the songbirds in abundance. Of course, it's winter right now. We're in early March. Spring is coming up, so I suspect that once everything blooms out, this will be an even prettier park with all the greenery and foliage. It'll be harder to see the birds. They'll be hiding in all the leaves, but you'll still be able to hear them singing, so you'll still get the songs as you wander around. So very nice park so far, so we're going to continue on around and see what else we can see. Well, we made it back around. As you can see the sign behind me, Elm Fork Nature Preserve here in Carrollton. Beautiful little trail, mostly in good shape, a little wet from the rains that we've had the past week. Well, severe thunderstorms that we had, so everything's going to be a little bit muddy. Tons of birds, songbirds, northern flickers, cardinals, sparrows, robins, all types of birds all flitting all around us. Managed to get a few photos. Didn't see the hawk again, went back by. It's got a nest there, so I'm presuming that it's going to be here pretty regularly. Beautiful little park, so if you want to come out and listen to the songbirds and see a bunch and have a nice little hike through some woods, this is a great little park for that. Again, no amenities, so plan for that, but it's beautiful. There's sports fields and things all around. There's a little pond back up close to the entrance in McInnes Park. We may stop there and take a peek and see what's going on there, but I'll post links, maps, information in the description below. Thanks for coming along today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.